going on? What is going on, everybody? I think we are recording now. We are actually live. I'm going to go ahead and post this. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you. I think I'm still recording. It shows me it's still recording. Let's see if we can go over on the world right now. Going to be jumping on whenever I feel like it. I did a lot of talking. I can talk. So, with this, you just turn it on and start talking. And we're going to get into some other information here in a minute. Maybe I'll also be doing some screen flow there as well. Free flow. Let's go ahead and put... All right, so we tweeted that out. Maybe some people see it. If you do, I thank you for joining me. I'm not sure if anybody's here. This is episode number 1 on Technotwerps. Answer a message there. Let's see if I got any other messages I need to reply to, and we'll get moving. Got some things happening here. What? All right, so what do we got? All right, I'm done farting around. So there's something else I wanted to look up, or idea, or talk about something in that manner. And I believe I'm here on the Bluetooth headset. We're going to try and get a little better audio quality, specifically here for streaming. Right now I'm just on one of these headsets. It's like a horseshoe you invert and put around your neck, and it's got speakers and shit on it. Where is this at? I don't know shit. What is this? Some kind of old multi-effects unit of some sort. So we're always going to be looking at technology, talking about technology. It could be guitar equipment, this equipment, that equipment. It's going to be electronics, computers, video cards, Windows, Mac, you name it. We shall be talking about it here. Very good way to get on here and to see what we have happening at this time. So anyway, we'll go ahead and jump in and see what we can drum up here. Just a moment. Talking to somebody, you never know if you're talking to a scammer. Somebody messages you, scammer, are you a scammer? Are you not a scammer? Are you a scammer? Are you not a scammer? What kind of sound effects we got here? Okay, I'm not sure. I think I'm still coming in. Built-in. No, this says built-in mic, so maybe I'm not on the Bluetooth. Let's check and see if I'm still on the Bluetooth. Am I on the Bluetooth? Bluetooth on. It says I'm still connected here. So a while ago, I was on this application. We'll do a whole show about podcasts. We're not going to jump ahead and start talking about podcasting software right now until I can obviously make some money on it. Until I can make some money on it. right? You always got to be making money. Make that cash, son. Make that cash. Microphone equalizer on is currently listening. I'm not sure what that means. I'm going to pump this up just a little bit here. Hopefully I didn't get too loud on you. I'm just in the setting. We're going to switch this over to an iPad. Hopefully this weekend with a little wireless microphone job and walk around and pace and, flex my fingers and throw a piece of paper down on the table and write some notes and go old school and just let's brainstorm this stuff. Be making money and auto ducking. I don't think I need that. What else was I looking at here? So anyways, I'm looking at the application, making sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a screencast. Probably just going to do this straight podcast right now. I prefer talking more than playing around with computer stuff while I'm doing it. Screencasts are fun. We had some posts last night. Check me out on Twitter. I believe it's linked on here as well. Not published yet. This is a brand new podcast. This is the Maiden Voyage. We're going to keep it rather short. We're going to send it out there. Most people aren't going to know what Technotwerps is. What is it? Technotwerp. Why? I don't know why. I just sort of thought about it and just sort of popped in my head and made an account and had it here for a little bit. And, let's go ahead and utilize this. Utilize that. Name, let's see what can happen. Names and things can change, so always be open to new ideas, new considerations, new thoughts, new techniques, new whatever, new whatever that you can get yourself pushed in and moving in and involved in to keep pursuing additional activities and get yourself aligned into other things. Now, I'm trying to get more a little philosophical here on a podcast. Obviously, I'm going to be doing, when I'm podcast-only episodes, I'll be going a little more depth, a little bit longer sometimes, a little more free flow. Some people like to listen to these for an extended period of time and what have you. Me, I don't know. It can vary. I do more talking than listening, unfortunately. Maybe that's fortunate. Is that fortunate? Some people say that talking more than listening is fortunate for them. Yes, depends on what your job is, right? Depends on where you're utilizing that, what you're doing that, what you're sharing, what you're seeing, what you're involving yourself in, and what kind of ideals that you're trying to portray. And I really wish that, and I think I can, is get this other microphone linked up here. Probably wouldn't be a very much of a problem at all. I'm just on the phone right now, linking it over with a Bluetooth. I assume I just open up the studio. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the studio software and see if I can get this linked in. There's a bunch of other stuff I got to sort of work through to get this the way I want it. And there's so many things, so little time in the day to get them done. And this is more of a stream of consciousness, what's going on in the brain, what kind of things you've been thinking about, what kind of news is happening. I'm using a different web browser. We're going to do web browser episodes, many web browser episodes, in fact, not just one. See if I can get the color I want. What about this? That's sort of cool. Yeah, that's not bad at all, actually. We'll talk about browsers very, very soon. What is this? That's not bad either. Let's go ahead and swap it over. Whoa, hey. The debate now is like, see what that is. That's sort of cool. I dig that. I'm just swapping out the themes on the browser. You ever do that every once in a while just because you want to see something different? It says coming soon, but it seems to work. You don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to leave it right there. That's cool. I dig that for tonight. I'm not sure why the background here is still farting me around. Setting device default. Well, I don't want that either. So I had to adjust it, got the browser, mixed a few settings, color adjustments, the theme, or what have you. I prefer talking about stuff while I'm doing it like this instead of actually pointing it out. But, I'll point stuff out and I'll do some podcasts. We talked on Twitter. Look at, it is again, what? Let's look at this software while I'm doing this. I'm addicted to software. So, Technotwerps. Okay, Technotwerps. And this is a different software, so, I'm always looking at things and who's got better software. But Technotwerps should be right there in the profile. If you're unsure, I'll list it here soon. Trying to get a price on some software. I'm like, it's got a sign up button, a login button, and you're just trying to find what's the price. Record and edit audio with studio quality, unlimited hosting and downloads of episodes, unlimited hours of studio quality and editing. Distribute every podcast, make money through ads. Okay, so it's podcasting software. Start your own podcast. Influencer, make money through sponsorships, automated integrations. Very popular. Distribute every podcast. What's the difference here with the integrations? Automatic uploads. Headliner, set up team and network management. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I've got this up and running. If this is going to be the final location of the podcast, I don't know. We got episode 1. I'm looking at this piece of software. Going to test it out. Going to make the final decision this weekend, and then we'll go from there. Going to go ahead and get this bookmarked, and shebang, there we go. I think, where did that actually go? There's a question. Sometimes when you bookmark things on a browser, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about that really nobody wants to hear. So unless somebody else is into the same technology stuff. But maybe there's some other people out there that like the technology and like to rant and scratch your head and think, and then you're looking at your browser. And you're just like, okay, let's change this. Let's look at a new piece of software. I'm on this. I don't know what I am here. I'm going to review this browser and just see what everybody thinks about it if you haven't used it. We're not dropping any names until we actually get the show set up and of that nature. So I hope everybody can hear me okay. I'm not sure. I believe I'm still coming out the headphone. I believe the audio should be still rather loud. This is a Bluetooth headset. We're going to talk about this in an episode as well. Already 13 minutes in. Now, I believe I'm still recording. I can just set my phone over here. I am going to try and get that application on my other device and get signed into it. If I can get all the passwords and everything going. Got some great software I want to talk about very soon. And I got a lot of interesting different things to look at and see what kind of different, not only analysis on stocks, but technologies. We'll be talking about guitars, and guitar amplifiers, bass guitars, drums. We're talking about music instruments quite a bit. So if that's not your forte, just fast forward through those sections. We're talking about cooking, food, healthy eating, restricted diets, health diets, to restrict this, to restrict that. Not saying I recommend any of them. I'm just talking about things that I've done, and I'll share, and then you can read up on it and consult your physician or nutritionist or whatever and see what's best for you. Everything is just subjective opinion only on Technotwerps here. Don't take anything as fact. Don't take everything as fiction. The truth lies somewhere in between. So I'm going to have some of my own radio spots I'm going to eventually feed in here, and those are going to be sponsoring myself on my own sponsor. I'm going to get revenue on the actual ads themselves and get paid to actually do the ads. I'm going for both, baby. I don't mess around. But let's go ahead and see what we got. We're checking out some software. I'm looking at something like Jigsaw Trading. I like to talk to those guys. I've heard about it, and I've And talk about trading. I'm going to go straight back into from guitars into trading, looking at software. We're just going to, like once a week, we're going to just open up the computer. We're going to type